Hello, my beautiful Scorpios, and welcome to your February forecast, guys. We had that incredibly intense full moon in Leo just yesterday. And for the most of February, we're going to be in Mercury Retrograde, which is normal. We get about 4 times a year. But just always be sure, Scorpio, especially because a lot of the transits are happening in your 4th house, to really clear up. Make sure your communication is very clear when it comes to family, relationships. If you're signing any documents, if any of you Scorpios are moving, make sure you cross your T's, dot your I's, review everything. There's a lot of blessings that can come with retrogrades, and it really helps us to slow down and review everything. Now, I know we are in February already, and happy Valentine's Day to everybody for those who celebrate it. Now, I do have an incredible 4-hour master manifesting course. If anybody's interested in learning several techniques to really empower the conscious manifestations, that link is down below. All right, now this is for Scorpio, sun, moon, or rising. And because it's a general reading, guys, I really suggest to check all of them. Whoever you see on YouTube, check all, your sun, your moon, and your rising. And if you're not sure what's what, there's a free calculator down below. All right, my beautiful Scorpios, this is my sun. So I feel you, my fam. Let's just take a deep breath in and ground out. Let's get started. Okay, let's get started, Scorpio. We have the world, the wheel, the 10 of coins, the strength card, the 4 of wands, the 9 of wands, the knight of coins, the 9 of swords, the ace of cups, the 6 of wands. And I want to get clarity on that strength card. We have the sun, the 5 of swords, and the 2 of cups. Wow, 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 Scorpios. Let's get started. Now, when you start out with the world and the wheel, there's going to be sudden changes this month for you, Scorpio, but not in a bad way. The wheel is the wheel of fortune. It's successful begin. It's sudden changes. So if you feel like things have been delayed or slowed down, boom, expect that to pick up this month. Now, when you have the world to start out, the universe is saying, I love you, Scorpio, but many cycles in your life have finished. They've served their purpose. They've come full circle. On to the next. On to more spiritual growth, on to more happiness and experiences. And sometimes we get stuck in a rut because we're comfortable. Even if sometimes we're comfortable in our discomfort. We know we should change. We know we should move. We know we should do this. But like, it's familiar. It's known. Well, none of that now with this new energy. So you're going to start really feeling it and seeing it this month. And when you have the wheel, you're going to recognize opportunities, successful beginnings, and other things are going to start moving and shaking because it's preparing you for the changes ahead. Now, when you have the wheel of fortune, this can be kind of a 90 degree to 180 degree turn in direction, but it's really a direction that offers you happiness and success and opportunity. You have the 10 of coins on top of it. The 10 of coins is all about financial security and stability and homes to some degree. So some of you guys might be finding more stability in your foundations. You might actually finally landed that house you're looking for, or maybe you've been moving around and now you're finding something, or now you're deciding to invest in something that's going to be a little bit more foundational for you. Now you have the strength card right after that. The strength card is about making decisions out of self-love and self-respect. That's what it represents to me. And it's having that strength and that self-love that's going to motivate you and give you what you need to make some, I don't want to call them hard decisions, maybe uncomfortable, because some of the things that you're changing, you're so used to. You're so used to certain cycles and certain patterns and certain ways of doing that. And you're recognizing it's not serving you anymore. It's not honoring the boundaries that you now set. It's not reflecting who you are. So you might have certain people in your life that you just recognize are toxic, and you're kind of going to move away from that. Or maybe there's certain environments, home or family or career, and you're like, you know what, I'm going to kind of disengage from this and make new plans and start in new avenues that really reflect and value who I am. Now you have the 4 of wands. I love the 4 of wands. The 4 of wands is all the abundance and prosperity for all your hard work. You've worked so hard to pull yourself out of certain situations, Scorpio, and now you're going to see the fruits of this labor. You see it in the 10 of coins, and now you see it with the 4 of wands. The 4 of wands can even represent new homes. It represents marriage. What I see here, because you have it with the 9 of wands, is this is where you're moving towards, Scorpio. And this is why all these sudden changes are happening, and making these self-loving decisions are also taking place, because you work so hard, you see where you want to go, and you're like, okay, I want to go in this direction. These are the choices, changes, and action steps that I need to make. So it's not complicated, but it's really about making those choices that are going to get you there. Stay determined, stay the course, Scorpio. You're headed in that direction. That's your end goal. That's your destination. And that's where you're going to end up. Keep going. Now you have the Knight of Coins. So this month, you're going to recognize there's a lot of commitments that you have to honor, commitments to yourself. So Knight of Coins, it's going to be a busy month. Buckle down, get to work. Now, can this be just your work? Yes, it can. But honoring commitments to yourself is doing that research, setting up that appointment, having that conversation, making those changes, booking this, moving that. It's getting it all together. You have the Nine of Swords, so this might stress you out a little bit. You might be second guessing yourself, shoulda, coulda, woulda, what ifs, all shame, guilt, all this stuff. And while it can disrupt sleep and cause a lot of stress with the Nine of Swords, the beautiful thing about this card is majority of what you're afraid of, Scorpio, 99.9% of the things you're spinning, they're not going to happen. If you keep focusing on them, it will happen. Why? Because it's your free will. It's manifestation. You choosing to manifest this. So surrender it up to the universe, God, angels. Give it up to them and ask for peace and faith and positivity and optimism in its place. You have the Ace of Cups with the Six of Wands. So this Ace of Cups also represents new homes, Scorpio, and it makes complete sense, since the Saturn-Jupiter conjunction is happening in our 4th house, which has a lot to do with moving homes. Maybe we're leaving the nest or finding that place. And this is about, and Six of Wands is success, on to the next project, finding things. You can find a lot of momentum here. The Ace of Cups also does represent relationships, a resurgence of relationships. The universe is pushing a lot of fluidity in these areas. They want to flush it out, no stagnancy. Move forward in your relationships, move forward in the choices, move forward in your directions. And those who are meant to come will come, and those who aren't will leave. You must make those self-respecting, self-loving decisions for this and have faith. That's difficult, I know, but try. Now, the clarity card with the strength card is the Sun, the Five of Swords, and the Two of Cups. Whatever decisions you're having to make out of that self-love and respect to move in those directions, the Sun card is going to have good outcomes, Scorpio. I know, I'm a Scorpio myself. We overanalyze, overthink too much, but we're very deep. But understand that these decisions are going to yield positive and joyous outcomes. The Five of Swords, the universe is saying, honestly, these are not difficult decisions, because the decisions you're making, because when you have the Five of Swords, these are people and environments that are really toxic, that are really negative, that are really heavy. So deciding to walk away, to clear, to leave, how can that possibly be wrong? How can that possibly be bad for you? Now you have the Two of Cups, and the Two of Cups is about a deepening of an emotional relationship. It is a soulmate relationship. It can be romantic, yes, but it could also be with your child. It can be with family, but it's about finding positive conflict resolution. Understand that when you make a decision out of self-love and respect, because something's toxic or unhealthy, you're not moving in the direction that you're moving in, ultimately, you're actually making a good decision for them as well, because they are it's enabling behavior. So not only do you rise and make decisions that are good for you, but you're also like a little catalyst for this other person or environment or group of people to kind of rethink, because now nothing is being enabled, no bad behavior is being enabled. And so they have an opportunity to grow and rise and find resolution within themselves, and possibly with you as well. This is a beautiful, very inspiring, very successful and happy month, guys. And all the decisions you're making, you're making the right ones, and you're moving in an incredibly beautiful future with a lot of new avenues, new homes, new adventures, Scorpio. So clear the jaws, make space, rise up and meet it. I hope this serves you. If you like a more in-depth tarot session or soul reading or my Reiki session, healing session, the links are down below. Otherwise, I will see you next month for next readings. Bye.